Hello friends, welcome back to Quick Flicks. They say that if a person has love in their heart, they can make anyone their own. And today's story is just like that, where the world's fastest and most dangerous animal, a cheetah, becomes the friend of a little boy. At the beginning of the movie, some lions chase and kill a cheetah. That cheetah also has some cubs who now become orphans. One of those small cheetahs crosses the jungle fence at night and reaches the road. Just then, a car comes by in which a boy named Xan and his father Peter are traveling. They see the little cheetah and pick it up because they know that if they leave it there, any car could run over it. So they take it home. But Peter has no intention of keeping it with them. For a few days, the cub stays with them and slowly they start getting attached to it. Then they decide to keep it until it grows up. Xan names the little cheetah Duma. With time, Duma starts growing. One day, Peter is on a motorcycle with his son Xan and Duma starts chasing them. Duma is so fast that no matter how fast Peter drives the motorcycle, Duma stays ahead. Some more time passes and Duma becomes fully grown. Then Peter says that now they have to return Duma to the place from where they picked him up because this is not his real home. His home is the jungle and he will never be happy here. Xan says that Duma now considers them his home, and besides, there are very few cheetahs left in the world. Peter takes out a map, marks a spot and says that this is the place from where they found Duma. Everything is there for Duma. This place is paradise for him. If you want Duma to live the life he was born for, then we must leave him there. Xan understands his father's words and agrees. But before they can take Duma there, Peter falls ill and dies. After Peter's death, Xan's mother says that they will have to lease the place and move to the city where she will work because there is no other option left. Xan doesn't want this, but what his mother says is right. So now Xan, his mom and Duma all move to the city. There, Xan is enrolled in school. When his mom comes to pick him up from school, Duma also leaves the house and follows their car to the school. Xan sees Duma, but his teacher doesn't let him leave the class. Suddenly, there's a commotion outside the school because a child sees Duma. Duma also gets scared and starts running away. Xan, while searching for Duma, reaches the washroom where some kids are bullying him. Duma is also there. As soon as Duma comes out, the kids see him, get scared, and run away. Xan picks up the money they dropped. Now, Xan and Duma run away from there because the school security guards are after them who want to catch Duma. Both of them run and leave the city. Xan now understood that if he returned home, he would be caught. So he decides that what he and his father had decided, to leave Duma in his original place, he will now complete that himself. He takes out his father's motorcycle, places Duma on it, and leaves the house. In the garage, he leaves a letter for his mom. I will come back after leaving Duma. Now these two set out on a journey that is very difficult. After traveling a long distance, Xan looks at a map, the same map in which his father had marked the spot where they planned to leave Duma. He realizes that there's still a long way to go. He places Duma on the bike and continues ahead. But after going a little further, their bike runs out of fuel. Xan pushes the bike and reaches a deserted place where there is nothing for miles around. After a while, he sees a crashed plane. Xan and Duma stop there to rest. They have no food, no water, and no fuel. Both get tired, so Xan falls asleep there. Then a man arrives, whose name is Rip. He is a drifter, someone who roams from one place to another without any specific purpose. Rip tries to take Xan's motorcycle, but hearing the engine sound, Xan comes out. Xan asks, "What are you doing?" Rip says, "I'm heading south. Do you have a problem with that?" Xan says, "We're heading west." Rip asks, "We? Who else is with you?" Just then Duma comes out. Seeing him, Rip gets scared. Xan tells him, "If you have water, I can give you a ride. That is, I can take you ahead on my bike." Rip gives him water. Rip then asks, "Why isn't your motorcycle starting?" Xan explains that it ran out of fuel, but he has an idea. Inside the plane, he finds a parachute which he ties to the front of the bike. When wind fills the parachute, it starts pulling the bike, and now their bike becomes a sailboard. He had learned all this from his father. In this way, the two continue their long journey. When bushes start appearing up ahead, they are forced to leave the bike there. The three of them are extremely thirsty. Rip says he'll try to find some water. He finds a spot and starts digging. After digging a deep hole, water finally comes out. They drink the water and quench their thirst, but now they are also hungry. Then they see an ostrich. Xan wanted Duma to learn the laws of the wild so that when he leaves him, he can survive on his own. So he makes Duma chase the ostrich, but Duma had never hunted anyone before, so he couldn't catch the ostrich. However, Duma finds the ostrich's eggs, which they cook and eat to satisfy their hunger. After that, Xan tells Rip where he wants to go. Rip says that the place Xan wants to go is very far from here, and going there means death. Xan says, "I'm not afraid." Rip says, "You should be." After thinking for a while, Rip says, "Alright, I'll take you halfway. After that, I'll go my own way." Now the three of them set off on their journey again. When Xan checks his compass, he realizes that they are heading north instead of west. fast. But for now, he doesn't say anything to Rip. As they move forward, they see some ruins. Just then, a helicopter appears in the sky. Actually, this helicopter has been sent to find Xan. Rip tells them to hide, and the three of them hide inside the ruins. The helicopter doesn't find them and flies away. They stay there for the entire night. The next morning, as they are about to leave, Rip finds a diamond mine and goes inside. Outside, Xan is about to leave with Duma because he now feels Rip is taking him the wrong way. But before Xan can leave, he hears Rip shouting from inside. When Xan goes inside, he sees Rip completely stuck in the dirt. Xan clears the dirt from Rip's mouth but doesn't pull him out completely. He says, "If I pull you out completely, you'll force me to go back to the city and take us there to claim a reward and sell Duma." Now Xan heads west alone with Duma. As they travel, they reach the edge of a river. Xan decides that he will now cross this river. He builds a wooden raft and the two of them sit on it. Sitting on this raft, they travel on the water. Further ahead, the river turns into a waterfall and they both fall down with it. But the good thing is, they both survive. Now the two are in the middle of a jungle and they are still hungry. There are also many wild buffaloes there. Duma tries to hunt them, but he can't hunt such large animals as he doesn't know how to hunt. The buffaloes chase them away. Here, Duma and Xan get separated from each other, although Xan tries very hard to find him. Duma is nowhere to be found because he gets trapped in a cage set up by humans. Now it becomes night. Xan is searching for Duma when a wild boar starts chasing him. Xan runs to escape the boar, but his foot gets caught in something and he falls down. When he wakes up at night, Rip is sitting in front of him, who had freed Duma from the cage and saved Xan's life too. The next morning, Xan apologizes to Rip and Rip says, "You were right. I was also thinking about how much money I could make from turning you both in. But now I don't want to do that. I want to help you both." Then he tells his full story. He says that he had left his village and family to go to the city to earn money, but he couldn't earn anything there and even ended up in jail. Now he doesn't want to go back to jail. Here, the three of them are hungry again, so they try to hunt. But once again, Duma fails to hunt a deer. The three of them realize that they will have to sleep hungry tonight. Just then, they see some people who have come for camping and they have a lot of food. Rip and Xan make a plan. Xan goes to them, pretending to be an injured boy. When the people open his shirt, a snake comes out from inside. Seeing this, everyone gets scared and runs away from there. Rip and Xan take all their food. After that, they also find a boat and they start traveling along the river in it. Xan has some money, which he got at school, and he wants to give that money to Rip. Rip refuses at first, but when Xan insists, Rip accepts the money. Rip also has some diamonds, which he had taken from the mine where he was once trapped, and he gives one diamond to Xan so that he always remembers him. Now, after completing the boat journey, they begin walking westward. Rip knows that place because his village is not far from there. At night, they stop at a cave. Rip says, "My grandfather used to bring me here, but now people don't come here anymore." Xan tells Rip that his father died a few days ago. He had suddenly disappeared forever. Rip says, "We are all flowing in the same river. Some go today, some tomorrow. All of us have to leave this world one day. But as long as we are alive, we should do our work well and fulfill our responsibilities." He tells Xan, "After dropping Duma home, you should also go back to your mom. I will also return to my village, to my family. I don't know if my family will forgive me or not." The next morning, the three of them start traveling again. As they move forward, suddenly a swarm of tsetse flies attacks them. These flies are very dangerous. They suck human blood and also feed on dead animals. Rip completely covers Xan with his clothes, but he cannot protect himself. Many flies bite him badly. As the day progresses, Rip's condition starts to deteriorate. His whole body swells up and it starts raining. Due to the rain, it becomes very difficult to light a fire. Seeing all this, Xan realizes that if he doesn't bring help for Rip, Rip will not survive. So he tells Duma, "You have to stay here," and then he sets out alone toward the village. After reaching the village, he brings help, but Rip's face is completely swollen. Because of this, no one can recognize him. After bringing him to the village, a paste is applied to Rip's face, forming a mask. The next morning, when the mask is removed, everyone sees that it is Rip. After that, his entire family is called. Rip meets his two children, his wife and his mother. The whole family is very happy to have Rip back. Rip also introduces Xan to his family. The next morning, when Xan goes outside, Duma is nowhere to be found. When he goes quite far while searching for him, he sees that Duma is playing with another cheetah. The two are playing together in a friendly way. Then they both hunt a deer together. This meant that Duma actually belonged to this jungle. Maybe the cheetah he was with could even be his long-lost brother. Just then, Xan remembers something his father once said when he had said, "Duma belongs to the wild. If you let him live the life he was born for, then you will have to leave him where he belongs. Xan had decided to leave Duma in his rightful place. He goes to Duma and they hug each other. This is their goodbye. After that, Xan meets Rip's family and then goes straight to his mom. Xan's mom is very happy to have him back and hugs him tightly. And with this wonderful movie comes to an end.